Hey Graham, hey to Graham, hey Graham, hey to Graham, hey Graham, hey to Graham, hey Instagram, hey Instagram. We late, I'm late. So what? It don't matter. I'm here. We here. Darren Fleet, he been in my head because we was watching that. Don't judge my life, y'all. It's your girl Jada J in the building. We are live, the evening wave going extra early today. Trying to do something new and something special. Hey Diamond, hey Alan, hey D, DJ Willy Wonka, hey y'all, hey. Ooh, VP Vanessa VP in the building, my sis in the building, my Brazilian bombshell, my homie in the paint, floating on my Euro step, the original Euro step queen, and never, yo, my Vanessa VP, my boo. Hey VP, how are you? How are you, Vanessa? I miss you, boo. Who that? Shonda? Hey, Shonda Ray. Hey, India. I'm waiting for my guest, guys. I'm up early doing this because I have a guest. We were supposed to be on and popping for 11 o'clock, but technical difficulties and Facebook will not let us be great. Oh, here's Donovan. We're here and we're live. We live, baby. Oh, no, I'm waiting for my guest. Where is he? It's the evening wave reporting very early this morning. Well, not early. It's not early, but compared to the evening wave, this is early. I was trying to go live with a friend. Oh, here we are. We live. We in the building. Here we go. Let's get it popping. All the evening wave live with my guy here, a special Fordham University alumni edition. Oh, there we go. We here.
Man,
There we go. Nah, you good. Why
you
you
made me
because
you made me feel some type of way. So it's all good. I couldn't find what I wanted to put on, so it's all good. You made me feel some type of way.
No, I'm sorry, D. I ain't making. I'm sorry, D. That wasn't
It's
even
all
about that.
good.
I'm
It's
here
all
for the
good.
Georgetown though, cause my Monica Mack. I don't know if you remember Monica Mack. Her dad is an assistant coach at Georgetown now.
It's all
And
good. I
I'm
understand.
sorry, D man.
I was trying to find my Fordham joints, man, but I was going through all the drill. I just was like, man, look, I'm gonna find something else. It's all good.
You
I
a
ain't got no
pops, man. You
I
you
look,
you got
I ain't
other
got no
stuff to
I
worry
ain't got
about
no
in life,
hair I ain't
man.
got no haircuts. I'm more so worried about the kids running in the live than if I can find my shirt. You know what
You
I'm saying?
good,
So
D.
it's all
You
good.
good, man. You good, yo. Thank you for
But
being
since you called
patient.
me
Thank
out,
you for.
I said since you called me out, I ran to the dryer.
Nah, man. Oh, you got a dryer in the house. Blessed. Dryer in the house. Ran to the. Look at
I'm
blessing.
saying,
Blessing, yo.
I know what that laundromat life is like too.
For real, for we.
You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like. I know what pushing my buggy down
Bruh.
down for I know what pushing my buggy down the New York streets is like. Everybody don't know what that's like.
Yo,
Got my
don't
sack
get
full
it
of
so
change. Everybody don't know what that's like, man. So
don't get it.
I don't understand that, man. So, that's a New York thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Mrs. Boyd. Hey, Mrs. Boyd. I met you one time because I met y'all at the homecoming. Y'all rode up with the camera crew, with the babies. Y'all hopped out on them. I was here, but I'm like, look at Donovan out here shining on them. Hey,
We were trying to
Donovan.
get we were trying to get some work done. Chill.
You're an inspiration now, so
We were trying
you
to get some
inspired my
work
life that
done.
day. Like, let me get on my. I see you, D. I saw you
We was
I
trying to get
saw
some
you, D.
we was trying to get some work done.
I saw you. I saw the finished product too. I was like, "Ooh, I'm here for the movie. Let me pump this
Right.
for them shit, cause we did them years, yo. We gave them that. So let me
For
pump
sure.
this real quick."
Yeah, I struggle with a lot, man, on just the whole Fordham situation, just how a lot of us was done, man. So it took me a while to even come back and all of that, and I shouldn't even I shouldn't even allow that
Talk that
to
talk.
I shouldn't even allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Talk that
you
talk.
know, that weighing so heavy on me, man. But,
That's
you know, I
100%,
did,
Donovan.
you
That's
know, I did,
100%.
but, you know, I had to figure out where, you know, as you grow, you let stuff go, man, because I wanted my, you know, my family to see, you know, where I came from, what school I went to, and, you know, the environment that helped me, you know, shape me a lot, um, you know, in my early adult years. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, I wanna pull this interview in a lot of different ways, and we only have an hour here on Instagram.
so
But
it's
you
all
kind of
for it.
already just I wasn't even going to go in that direction, but I do believe it needs to be voiced and heard on
For sure.
how a lot of us were treated at Fordham and have been treated after Fordham. Like it's not the same story for us. Although we as athletes put in our time, we put in our sweat and put in that hard work. When it came to, they say the networking, what we're supposed to have, the cushion that we're supposed to have after Fordham. And I'm surprised to hear it from a black man on the football team, because the football I saw how y'all were treated well. In my opinion, being on the women's basketball team, like y'all got treated very well on the football team. So it's very interesting. Please elaborate just a small amount on how you think that it could be a little bit better in how Fordham treat their. You elaborate, sir. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Please, you
Yeah,
elaborate.
um, so we had this conversation all the time, and I actually um, experienced it in a different way. So it didn't take me till I actually got out of college and moved back home to really realize it, right? So, you know, just as a young African American, man, you come in, you know, I went to New York coming from Cleveland, Ohio. So I went from a, you know, not a small, I live in a small town, but I lived in a small city, right?
Mm-hmm,
Small city, drive, you know, you got to drive everywhere, so on and so forth, right? Um, so coming to New York City, you know, we was in New York City. We wasn't in upstate New York. We wasn't in, you know, we wasn't in Buffalo, or, you know, we were in New York City, right? So that right there in itself, a lot of us can't even navigate, right? So
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
if depending on what you were doing back home, depending on how you was raised, your independent level, coming to New York City probably will swallow you up, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I was just a little different from an outgoing personality, always been a hustler. So
Always.
I kind of adapted into the environment. So in coming there, the football situation when we first got there was great. You know, we had all Americans. You know, I had I was, you know, a part of a very high recruiting class. You know, we just came off of being number seventh in the country. So coming in, everything was great. And then I think the world, you know, kind of flipped upside down when, you know, we lost our head coach, and then we start going through coaches. We start going through
Yeah.
coaches,
Yeah.
and in going through those coaches, you started to see things turn. Now, from the network standpoint, yes, Fordham is very rich in tradition and history in New York City. You have a lot of great alumni from Denzel Washington to, you know, Debbie Allen's daughter. I graduated with Debbie Allen's daughter and Willie
She was
Randolph's
at the great,
daughter.
yeah.
Right.
Felicia
So,
Rashad's daughter. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So the history is rich.
Yeah.
So I think I was one of the ones that kind of took advantage of being in the actual city, right? I interned for Russell Simmons. I interned at Atlantic Records and did some stuff at Black Enterprise. So I was one of those ones that took advantage of that. And I think only reason why I started to look that way is because I had got hurt. So
Yes. Yes.
right.
Yes.
So when I got hurt, it started to open my eyes up like, damn, I'm in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
I went through the situation of I wanted to leave Fordham because the head coach was gone. So now what I was promised, that's not what's being told to me now. So it's almost like we coming from square one. So that kind of, you know, left some sour taste in my mouth. So just this fast forward to that senior year, and you know, we put in so much work to get ready for this season. Not only now we're on our third head coach, fourth coaching staff, and
Jeez.
you know, um, you really can't put no stability in that. So, you know, we went hard. We all stayed in the summer, and you started to see all the seniors being benched and all the seniors being washed away, right? So, you know, Double D, Derek. A lot of people don't know about Derek.
Derek, the quarterback.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know. Right, so a lot of people don't know about Derek. Derek was the first and only African American quarterback in Fordham history.
Yes.
So we're talking about in 2020. So at 2003, he was the only black quarterback from 2003 to 2007.
And
there
he
was
was
no
nice.
Right, so there's no black quarterbacks before him. There's not been a black quarterback after him. Right? So he got benched. We all got benched, right? So that left, you know, and a lot of us, then we checked out. So in checking out, you just really wasn't, you know, we wasn't there, that we wasn't presently there anymore, right? So and that kind of, that connection, that alumni connection that we wanted, we kind of lost that because we had a sour taste on our mouth from a football standpoint. So then, you know, fast forward, yes, when you go to Fordham, you know, they speak about the rich history, and they speak about letting you know that the alumni connection and everything is great. But what they don't tell you is your alumni connection and is only great if you stay in New York City.
Yep.
If you stay in New York City, 100%. You can go work on Wall Street. These are different things that you can do, right? So me, I felt like at 21 years old, you know, I could have pursued football after that, but I didn't because that football just left such a sour taste in my mouth. So, and I wasn't ready to go to Wall Street. I wasn't ready, you know, I wasn't ready for that. So I ended up going home. And this, you know, during my time, my senior year, you know, I would go to, outside of my internship at that time at Atlantic Records, I would go to some career fairs and stuff. And ironically, I would see Target all the time at the career fairs, right? And I would never go over to talk to Target because I was like, man, I'm at Fordham. I'm not going to work in no damn Target. You know what I'm saying? I go to Fordham University. Like I'm at an Ivy League school because this is what's being pumped in my head, right? You know what I'm saying? This is pumped in my head all the time. Hey, you have one of the best schools in the country. You know what I'm saying? So you can write your own ticket when you get out of here. So
hey Sheila, hey Nat.
So after I graduated, I ended up working at Target.
Tell us, be honest.
You know, so I end up working at Target. My wife, which is now, she was my friend at the time, she was at Target. So Target
love.
You know, Target had a management program, you know, so I ended up going through the, you know, coming in as a manager, right? And it was a great experience for me. But, you know, it kind of, you know, it was a lot of different things playing on in my mind. Like I went to Fordham, like, you know, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? So
speak on it. Where's my sound effect? I got my sound effect. Wait a minute.
You know, so speak on it. So later on, you know, my wife transitioned to HR, and I ended up getting my master's, and I couldn't find a job.
With a master's,
right? So, but
where'd you get your master's from?
I got my master's from South University. So they opened up a campus in Ohio. They're out of Phoenix. They have online programs and stuff. So I ended up getting my master's out of Fordham. So having some different conversations, and I was watching TV one day, and it was a lawyer on TV, and he was suing his university because he was suing his university because in their mission statement it said they guaranteed employment.
Ooh.
And that was right. So, and this is why he
Fordham University. Wait a minute.
Right. So this is why he went to the school, right? So after he graduated law school, he had 150 rejection letters. So that was grounds for him to sue, right? So I start tapping into my Fordham connections and just reaching out to some people. And I had some different friends that, God rest his soul, my teammate in the home, right? Come to find out
Oh.
he was going through some things
Mm-hmm.
career wise and really couldn't land employment, and he killed himself.
Mm-hmm.
I had another teammate, I had all these different teammates and different issues with people can't find their jobs and all of this, right?
In real life,
And I was
working at
like,
McDonald's.
right,
In real life,
I wasn't understanding that we all got these Fordham degrees,
huh?
but it's not a lot of us that's doing nothing, right?
Hmm.
Especially the ones that have left New York and went back home, right? Sometimes you go to school and then, hey, you come back home, whatever, right? So um, that's just really been my experience, man. So I always wanted to figure some things out. It took me a while to mature, to take my family back to New York. So I just wanted them to see where the hustle came from,
Hmm.
and expose my sons to a university that, that shaped me, and an area that shaped me. And we probably get into this, but that's one of the reasons why I started Black Fordham as well.